Okay, and what I want to do in this video is keep it really short and have a really quick video of just kind of saying what the law of diminishing marginal utility is, even though we've spoken about it in the previous video, and then just give a very quick numerical example and the best way to explain your answer when giving an answer. So as we're saying now, we're just doing the law of diminishing marginal utility. Okay, well, as always, we should start off with a definition. So, the law of diminishing marginal utility states that as extra units of the same good are consumed, I suppose, successively, one after the other, eventually, at some point, the satisfaction gained from each successive unit will fall. Okay, so now that we've got the definition, let's try and break it down. Okay, so the law means that it's strong enough to apply in most cases. That's what a law, an economic law, is. Diminishing in English means that it is reducing or getting lower and lower. And marginal utility is the extra satisfaction that a person gets from consuming one extra unit of a good. Okay, so what we're saying is this is a law that applies absolutely across the board, that marginal utility, the extra satisfaction that a consumer gets from consuming more units of the same good, will fall. And it's quite obvious. Think about it. Now, so here we have, Oliver Twist from Charles Dickens's book, okay, by the same name. And he comes up and famously says, "Please, sir, can I have some more?" So he's hungry, right? So if he gets some more gruel or food or whatever, then what we're saying is he's going to be happy. He's going to, the first bit of food that he gets is going to give him quite a large bit of marginal utility. However, if that continues to happen, if he continues to eat, he continues to, well, he gets full. And therefore, each extra bit of food that he gets at some stage is going to start to give him less and less satisfaction, extra satisfaction, marginal utility, than the previous bit did. So the idea is if you keep on eating, you get full, and then if you keep on eating after that, well, I'm sure you know yourselves. So all I want to do now is I'm going to finish this up right now, so hopefully I'll keep it less than, a few minutes. What I want you to do is to pause the video and have a go at this question. So what we're saying here is that this is the total utility, okay, in units, or utils, I suppose. And what we have here is 25 is total utility after it consumes one unit of that good. And then his total utility, his total happiness after he consumes the second. So it's the utility of the first and the second is 55. And then his total utility after it consumes the third is 75. And after it consumes the fourth is 90, and so on and so forth. So what I want you to do is I want you to work out how much marginal utility he gets from the consumption of each extra unit of that good. And then once you've got that, so fill in this part of the table here, and then once you've got that, tell me when the law of diminishing marginal utility sets in. So pause the video now, and when you've got an answer, press play. Okay, well, I hope you've done that. Probably haven't, but you know yourself. And so what I'm going to do now is going to remove this here, and then this is giving me the marginal utility. So what this is saying is the total utility is how much happiness you get when, let's say, after you've consumed 3 goods, 75. But what we're saying is the marginal utility tells you how much happiness or extra happiness each good gave you. Okay, that's what it's saying. So, going from 0 to 1, the total utility is 25, the marginal utility is 25. Going from 1 to 2, the total utility is 55. But that includes the marginal utilities of good 1 and good 2. So to find the marginal utility of the second good, you take the total utility of the good previous away from the total utility of this. So what it is 55 minus 25, and that gives you 30 utils. And what we're saying there is that the second good gave you an extra bit of happiness of 30 utils. And this is fine, like it can absolutely go up, but because the law says eventually the extra satisfaction gained from each extra successive unit consumed will fall. So what we see here is that the marginal utility went up from the first to the second good. But now going from the second to the third, we see the marginal utility has actually fallen. So our answer to the question is, well, first of all, these are the numbers here, and all you do to get the marginal utility of each good is the total utility of all goods consumed minus the total utility of the previous all goods consumed. So 105 minus 100 equals 5. 100 minus 90 equals 10. 90 minus 75 equals 15. That kind of thing. And diminishing marginal utility sets in after the consumption of the second unit or when the third unit is consumed. And that's what we're saying there.